Hey Phil, real tough workout, but I'm glad you made it through. You said a couple times that things felt awkward, and that's probably because the weight is getting heavy enough that it's really just pushing you around, making you do things that you don't really want to do. Most notably in the squat morning issue, and the deadlift, the back rounding. So these are things that, although are fixed at lighter weight, as it gets heavier, they become a greater and greater challenge to stay fixed. With that said, I agree. The back offsets definitely look better. All right, let's go through each set. Not bad, a little slow, a little grindy, a little bit of squat morning, but not bad. Ooh, yeah. So it got really deep and then lots of squat morning there. Same story. And you got way up on your toes too. Really far on your toes. Your heels ended up coming up. A little bit better as far as midfoot goes, but definitely squat morning still. And that might have been just a hair high. All right, I think we need to do a reset here on your squat, and we need to advance into intermediate level programming. I'd like to set up a Skype call with you. So if you could let me know what your general availability is. I know that we're pretty offset as far as time goes. So if we can compromise a little bit on both sides of my schedule as well as your schedule, I think we can make a Skype call work again. Definitely approved. So that looks really good right there. That looks very solid. Again, not bad at all. Very good. Yeah, I got lost a little tightness, shot a little forward. Same story. You can actually see your heels come up on that last rep. This is an issue that I've been struggling with another one of my lifters who I actually train in person. Just to give you some context on how hard this issue can be to fix. I train this guy more than once a week on a very regular basis, and it has been a very much a challenge as we get to heavier loads for his back angle to stay corrected. I think we might have had a breakthrough today, and so I'll share with you what we did. We essentially did a tubo drill with only 135 pounds. So, what's that, like just under 70 kilos or something like that, 60 kilos. So, I think maybe that's worth a shot on your light day, at least as part of your warm up sets. And for him, the key was after setting up the foam rollers in front of the feet, making his knees touch the foam rollers earlier than he's used to, and keeping them touching until the very last second as he's coming up out of the bottom of the squat. I encourage you to try that as well. And if this isn't making sense, I'd be more than happy to review exactly what it is I'm talking about and looking for when we've got a Skype call going. Now for the third set, I can't really. There's not a whole lot here to critique from this particular angle, but the stance width looks appropriate. Toe angle looks appropriate as well. Knees are tracking just fine. Anything else would probably be just not caught by this particular angle, which is not to say it's not useful for us. It's always good to occasionally assess the squat stance and make sure things haven't creeped out of alignment. But this looks fine as far as that goes. That was definitely squat morning from that one. That much I can tell. So your arch on your bench press definitely looks better than it has previously. So keep that up. Your butt is still in contact. if just barely, and that's all it needs. It's totally fine. Just barely in contact is perfectly acceptable. So this looks better. Did it feel any easier? Because it looks like it. Oh, yeah, you do say it feels easier. That's good because it looks faster. Solid work. Real nice job. So this looks fine too. What I'm looking for on this angle here is that your elbows are lined up underneath your knuckles at the bottommost position of the bench press, which they are. Looks totally fine. Leg drive looks fine. You're touching. Everything's good. Solid bench press. Whoa, little challenge, but that's a good thing. All right, deadlift. Yep, your back is definitely rounding as you begin your pull. And you know, a large part of that is just it's getting heavy. Lots of rounding on that one. And I just think you can squeeze a little bit harder, at least during the setup. If it rounds on the way up because it's heavy, that's one thing. But do make sure that you are fully in extension during the setup portion. All right, then there's this rep. You know, I will give you full points, full credit for effort and heart, man. You are one stubborn son of a gun, and I love it. That makes for excellent grinders when it comes to, you know, moving weight with a barbell that's heavy. Continue to be stubborn. That is fan freaking tastic. That will carry you very far. Um, Now we'll need to temper that by backing off on the load a little bit, and this time also turning our stubbornness towards stubbornness and technique and form, because you've got the drive, you've got the grind, and that's something that I simply cannot teach. So I'm very glad that you have that already innate. So let me know what you want to do as far as scheduling, what you're available for to make a Skype call. Probably plan about 20, 30 minutes or so, just kind of catch up, see how things are going, and discuss how we can move forward with intermediate level programming. I look forward to hearing back from you soon, Phil, and take it easy.